Greetings fellow earthlings and welcome to Ancestors Reborn, the second episode this week, or it could be third, I don't know how I upload these, it's always decided last minute. Anyway, it's the second one I'm recording today anyway, and it's Stevanevus versus Deddo Tenshi. Stevanevus, massive player, very well known, came second in the E4I1 tournament, and fourth I think in the open beta tournament. And then there's Deddo Tenshi, who of course, as we can see by his statistics, he doesn't play as much as Stevanevus clearly, but I'm interested to see what he can add. You know, so some of these smaller players, who was it? Lonnie, I think it was. Yeah, Lonnie. They can play well at times, and they can impress me. I'm going to say it now, Stevanevus is probably going to win just because we can see it. He's got the highest stats, but I want to see Deddo put up a really good fight, and hopefully we've got another spectator in here as well. Don't know who that is, but whatever. Yeah, anyway, here both of them go. So we have Deddo with Vikings, and on the right we have Stevanevus with Anglos. It looks like Stevanevus is going for Village F first, and Deddo is going for Village C. It was interesting to see what village we'd like to go for first. What I don't say, yeah. So both are very experienced in their own factions. Stevanevus is a level 42 in Anglos, and well, he's more experienced in Vikings than any other faction, which is why he's gone from, is what I'm trying to say. Stevanevus gone for tier 2 rush, and Deddo staying in tier 1 for now. Both taking their village. I think they should take them at about the same time. I think Stevanevus might get his a second earlier, but whatever, it doesn't matter. There we go. The other spectator left, right. I don't have a clue what all that was about. Yeah, maybe someone joined, went to get a cookie, didn't realise they were spectating, came back, and were just super confused. I don't know, but yeah, they've left now, so whatever. Anyway, Deddo going across the middle bridge. He's gonna hide in the wheat. Maybe try and ambush Stevanevus whilst he tries to take E. That would be interesting. I'd like to see that. But I don't think Stevanevus is going for it. He's going top. He wants to secure top, and my rule on this map is always secure top. Every other village doesn't matter. Take the top and you win. That's my rule. It sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't. It depends who you play against, and if they've got catapults, of course, but that's what I like to do. Giving away my strategies here. Deddo, however, came north and did a very similar thing. Oh, I got caught on the flank by the hero, though. That was just unlucky timing. He's actually weak versus the spearmen as well, so if he'd actually got a charge in on the hero, he'd have been able to sort all this out. That was just unfortunate timing, but he is using this time to go down and take E, a village that is very close to Stevanevus, so that should be very interesting to see if he's able to defend it, because it's right next to Stevanevus' base. It's a bronze tier village. It should be quite easy for him to take, and yeah, it should definitely be interesting. Stevanevus placing a trap here in the wheat, expecting Deddo to at some point go this way, which everyone uses this wheat at some point, so that's a good place trap. And I love what he's doing here. Deddo distracting Stevanevus a little bit, so he's having to move his units around, but he's actually getting shot in here, so he's losing health. Oh, he was millimeters away from getting caught in that trap. He got the slingers in the back, getting them on the flank. Village shooting at the slingers as well. That was very well played by Deddo. He's probably going to have to retreat from this, but he's going to do a lot of damage. Maybe even kill the slinger. Not that Stevanevus really needs the slinger, but no, he's pulling back. He's going to keep it. I'd have just left the slinger to die, to be honest. What's the point in a slinger? Just buy another swordsman instead and not have to spend on the other house. So that's just one of my strategies. Yes, Stevanevus, he seems to keep his slingers a lot. There's another player who does that, is it? I'm gonna play Anglos. Oh, now he's disbanded it, but I think it's... Is it Kami who does that? Oh, I can't remember, but there's another big player who keeps the slinger. And I've never understood why, but... anyway, Steven has pulled back now completely out of that. And it looks like... You know, Deddo, he's got a very weak village here. With this weak spearman and his weak hero, weak because they're like very wounded, they could actually just take for themselves. Because, you know, the village is taken such a big beating, but of course, and now he notices Stevanevus' hero. He's charging in the back there, and what Deddo did to Stevanevus, Stevanevus is going to do to Deddo. Although I think, the village is going to keep on shooting, but he didn't manage to finish it. Oh, that was just unfortunate timing. Look at that small amount of health that is left, and that's just going to keep on firing at them. Stephen is putting this village under siege here. Deddo does have it on gold tier defense and a unit here, but it should definitely be enough. But still, this is resources that he's not getting that he needs. He's placed a trap here, which is weird. I like the trap on the bridge, well, or near the bridge, but I think here's a better spot. But you know, here works fine if Stevenevus goes this way. The only problem with this position is if Stevenevus goes from this way round, he'll be able to walk round and avoid it because he'll go like that, just trying to show it on the mouse. Yeah, that didn't work as well as I hoped. But anyway, yeah, Deddo's pulled back. He's healed his hero, but Stevenevus, he's got more troops here now. He took the village, and he's making the push, using his hero to scout and charge. Probably going to get swordsman in as well. Deddo's got to be careful. He doesn't want to lose a spearman unit to the swordsman. Is he in tier 2 yet? Yeah, so he's in tier 2, both in tier 2. Resources are in Stevenevus' favour. He's just got extra stuff from that extra village. Oh, and it looks like Stevenevus won the battle over here. I don't know what Deddo was doing charging forwards, but now Stevenevus is able to set this village alight. Swordsman, yeah, that should be enough to take it. Actually, a suicidal charge by this spearman could slow it down just enough. And the cavalry as well. Oh, cavalry got the swordsman. I don't know if that's going to work, but I like it. I like what it was going for. Using the cavalry, and then of course the village is shooting at the back, and he managed to get out there safe as well. The question is it going to be enough? If this is going to be enough, that would have been worthwhile. But Stevenevus managed to just pull the strength together and take this village. And, you know, that could have been quite bad. I don't know. I think he's going to take it, but his morale is low, which means he's doing less damage over time. And Deddo's got some berserkers coming in. This is going to be very close. I still don't even know how it's going to happen. Okay, so he charged in with the berserkers, and oh, it fell like 1 more second. Oh, well, maybe a little bit more, but still, oh. Like, if that berserk had just caught the swordsman, then that would have been completely different. This here, the entire outcome of this was decided by milliseconds. Oh. But they're the plays that we're here to see. That was very good by Stevenevus there, destroying the village. Of course, Deddo's there captured, but he spent resources. He invested about 80, I'd say, resources trying to defend that village. Keep it up, keep it firing. And for it to just lose by that millisecond, oh, that's awful. But oh, it kept me entertained. And I've actually been in positions like that before, because of course I play in tournaments that were for this game, and I've been in those positions, and they're so horrible. It's so horrible when you lose a village like that. But it's so great when you're in Stevenevus' position and you know, like, you actually got the advantage there just because of that millisecond or that millimetre, and that's good. Stevenevus placed a trap here. Deddo with a charge with a cavalry did manage to just spot it, only just though. Yeah, so he's going to know that's there and going to burn it down if he ever needs to. And oh, he's charged his berserkers in at the swordsman, probably almost going to wipe that squad. but that's not good. This is not good. Stevanevus' spears have caught both berserker units. This one might be able to retreat. Yeah, that one's being able to retreat. Okay, that's not too bad. And he's trying the flank. Okay, that could work with a flank. The reason why I'm worried about this for Deddo, it's that, of course, his berserkers cannot retreat, and he's stuck fighting a spear war, which means he could lose both of these, and if something goes wrong, he can't just retreat. He's got to die, and that will be 2 squads lost. He's got his hero in, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. He needs to win this fight, or both these berserkers are going to die. Actually, this one's going to die anyway, whether he wins or loses. Yeah, gone. Because he can't retreat them, they're berserkers. I think he actually made the right move by charging the swordsman, because he cuts swordsmen to pieces with berserkers, which we clearly saw there, but unlucky timing with those spearmen. Maybe he would have been better off retreating the second berserker that was actually free and not engaged. Maybe he wanted to charge in, try and get the flank, and hope that he managed to relieve both units, but I guess it was, he's losing right now, and I'm guessing it was like a risk that he had to take. He didn't have much of a choice. Sometimes when you're in those desperate situations and things start to get a bit difficult, you need to take those types of risks. Sometimes it makes it worse, but sometimes it does pay off, and I think that's what he was trying there. Anyway, let's take a look at the statistics. Deddo still in tier 2, struggling with resources, especially food. It's getting to that, what's it called, the equilibrium point. Just remembering my A-level mathematics there. And Stevanevus, he's got loads of food. Anglos always have loads of food. I don't think I've ever played a game as Anglos and struggled with food. It just doesn't happen. Deddo going in negative food now, but it's fine, he's got loads in stock, he can afford it for now. Stevanevus is in tier 3, which helps his resource growth and allows him greater access to more units. Also, I actually usually say this at the start, but I completely forgot. Deddo is playing as Vikings, of course, which means he does not have access to the catapult, whereas Stevanevus, he does, and just as I say it as well, the catapult comes onto the field. Yeah, Anglo-Saxons get catapult tier 3, which is a good advantage for them. And especially on a small map like this, where it's just brutal. He's trying to take this village here, and I like this defence. And he's got catapult firing in as well. It's like, he remembers last time how close this was. It can't take another millimetre risk again like he did last time. He's got to make sure this is defended, but Deddo coming around with the cavalry, just unlucky that he got spotted, because the cavalry charging, if they got those swordsmen, they could have done a lot of damage, but no, he had to retreat those. Stevanevus saw it and brought in his spears, so yeah, just had to retreat along with these spearmen, and probably just retreat those as well. Stevanevus should now have 4 villages compared to Deddo's 2. But he's putting up a good fight. Looks like Stevanevus making sure top side is safe. Yeah, he's got swordsman unit here. Weirdly, it's here. I usually like to put units in the wheat here, because then the enemy doesn't know what you have. But whatever. But strategies work. Yeah. But he's got a tower as well, which is interesting. It shows that he does really want to defend this. However, he hasn't defended the village. It's still no defence. As in, he hasn't got the upgrade that turns it into bronze, such as like what Deddo has here, or maybe he's just retreated him. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on right now. I'm a little bit lost. Ooh, is this going to get spotted? I don't think that got spotted. Actually, yeah, I think that trap got spotted there. And Stevanevus knew that he got spotted, and did he? No, wait, that's actually... Oh, sorry, I'm getting all my keys mixed up here. That's actually really nice. I like that you can, like, see... Oh, okay, hold on, I'm getting really confused right now. I'm looking from Deddo's point of view, and I cannot see a trap here. So I'm assuming that means he cannot see the trap and did not spot it and does not know it's there. However, as we can see on the minimap, it appears on the minimap. Same as this one. I'm going to guess he did not see that trap. That's what I'm going to guess. But you know, the fact that it appears on the minimap as well, it's, yeah, that's a little bit weird. I don't know. And anyway, whilst we were talking about that, it seems Steven has somehow managed to take this village, and he's also taken this one as well. Deddo should be able to get a unit down there quick enough, I think. Oh, he's got some archers. Interesting. Nah, I don't think he's going for it. So Stevenus is going to take that, and that's going to give him 6 villages compared to Deddo's 0. Unfortunately for him. But, you know, he's, from his level, he's put up a very good fight. Yeah, and I want to see him more in this. I think, you know, a bit more practice, he could do well, and I hope to see him, of course, in the tournament as well. That's happening next week. Saturday the 5th, is it, or 6th? And on Sunday as well, a tournament for all the players who have never got top 4 before, so that excludes me, Kami, Stevenus, Marlon, Methodius and Chaos, and Barton. Probably someone else as well. Yeah, that excludes all them, so you know, if you want to sign up for that tournament and you've never actually done well before, sign up for it. It's easy pickings. I think first place is a computer. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is, like, yeah, but of course don't quote me on it. Yeah, and you know, it'd be interesting to see some new names live, and I saw the thing I love the most. A hero getting hit by a catapult. Sadly it was Deddo's hero. I was hoping that Stevenus's catapult might miss a little bit and kill his own hero. That would have been hilarious, but yeah, Deddo's lost his hero now, and that's, from all the games I've seen, that seems to be like the turning point where things just go downhill and comeback seem much more difficult once you lose the hero. But he's still trying to take a village. There's a unit over the top of it. Village C. And there we go, GG's been called, but you know, GG, well played to them both. Hope to see people in the future Scrim Nights. And also hope to see people in the tournament next week as well. I'll just be watching it on Twitch. It's hosted by the OP Noobs. It is, of course, for the players who have not won before, or came in top 4 before, in any Ancestors Legacy tournament. And yeah, I want to see some new names, and you know, seeing as well the big names such as Stevenus are not in this, people like Deddo, they have a chance to get first. They have a chance to get the computer. Yeah, I've got my own opinions of who I think's going to win. I think Exard, he's quite a good player who's never come top 4 before, so he's no intent to. And ooh, oh, Stevenus lost his hair at the last minute. Unfortunate for him. Yeah, I think. Actually, I shouldn't say who I think's going to win. I think all players do have a good chance, but Exard, out of all who have signed in so far, I think he's my favourite so far of winning. But who knows? All these new names could be anyone. And so what if you don't win? There's 2nd and 3rd place prizes, I think. Again, don't quote me on the prizes. But yeah, sign up is what I'm trying to say. This is your chance. If you have Ancestors Legacy, doesn't matter how good you are, sign up. This is your chance. Because all the big names that are like going to destroy you in other tournaments, they're not there anymore. They're not allowed to sign up for this one. Now is your chance. Free computer for someone. Now, of course, there's challenge there. Of course, like there's still good players, but there's no Stevenus. So, yeah, sign up for it. What are you doing? Why are you watching this video? Just sign up. Anyway, I'm going off topic here now. Yeah, and of course, if you want to sign up for these Scrim Nights, there'll be links below to next week's. If you don't want to, that's fine, but, you know, please tell me why. Of course, I can make changes to try and improve these Scrim Nights. If it's a time, I can change the time. Like, sometimes we'll have it on Saturdays, sometimes it'll be on Fridays, sometimes it'll be later, sometimes it'll be earlier. If you don't like it because it's all 1 versus 1s, that's understandable. I can make it 3 versus 3s. I'm in charge now. Anyway, yeah, war score very heavily ticking in Stevanevus' favour now. I think this is definitely going to be a win for Stevanevus. Yeah, Deddo's struggling for food as well. That's going to cause a few problems for him. Well, Stevanevus, 650 food almost. That's just how the Anglo-Saxons work. They just always have lots of food. He's managed to wipe one of Stevanevus' squads out there with archer fire. Of course, it is too late, but still, it's good to see. I like a player who fights to the end. It's always good to watch. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed this video and this series so far. Hope to see you in the future ones. And of course, Stevanevus is going to win. Good. Bye. I wanted to say goodbye. Hurry up, timer. Hurry up. I've got another one to record right after this. Hope you've enjoyed, and goodbye.